my name is Bam and welcome back to my channel. Today is a reading vlog over a couple of weeks in May where all of my assignments are due and I just am stressed. My roommate is out for this week. She gets back on Friday, which is in like 2 days. So I'm making use of having the living room to myself. And yeah, I was planning to go into town to donate like a massive bag of my books today, but it's raining and I don't feel like going outside in the rain, and it's set to rain all day. So it's not like I can just like wait and then go later. So I'm planning to wait till tomorrow because it looks like it's supposed to be warmer then. And then, yeah, I have to return my roommate's library book. So I might do that in a bit just because my university isn't very far from where I live. So I can just like drop it off really easily. I haven't quite decided what I'm gonna read yet for the day. Because I finished The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea yesterday, and I don't want to say I'm in a book hangover, but I did rate that 5 stars, so I might be. I just really don't know what I want to read because I have loads of books ongoing. I'm just not in the mood to pick any of them up again. So I don't know. I might read Arrow to the Moon, which is a book that I got in my April fairy loot. Or I'll just read something that's been sat on my shelf for a while. I really don't know. For now, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning and I've been awake for 2 hours, and I'm just gonna kind of catch up on all the YouTube videos I didn't watch yesterday or the day before because I was reading. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. I'm just gonna kind of have a chill morning and then I will pick something to read and, you know, get on with it, to be fair. Hi, you can probably hear the noise of the kitchen because I have the washing machine and the dishwasher going because I cleaned up, but I decided finally what book I wanted to read, and I went with a new one because again I wasn't really feeling any of the books that I currently had going. So we'll see if I actually want to stick with this one or if I decide to pick up something else, but I'm gonna go with Iron Widow. I know little bits about this. It's kind of like sci-fi fantasy sort of thing, and I am interested to read it. It's a nice size, especially for like a hardback, and the cover is really cool. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna get into with this, but I'm interested to find out, and we'll see how this goes. Hello, I am back from my trip to town. I donated all of those books. God, it was such a trek. And I bought myself a cherry coke because I literally cannot find full sugar cherry coke anywhere anymore. So the second I saw this, I grabbed it. I did go into Waterstones, but I didn't buy anything. Nothing was of interest to me, and I have actual books that I have to read, so I really should not buy any more. But I did go to Superdrug because I needed to see if there was any like decent travel-sized sun creams that I could shove in my bag because it's getting sunnier, even though right now it looks like it's going to rain again, and I was out for like an hour. So I didn't find that, but I did buy a couple of things because why the hell not. Bought some lip balm, obviously, Nivea, because I always use Nivea, and then I just bought some like skincare stuff because
I've never actually done like masks and stuff before, but I've wanted to try them for ages. So nobody be mean to me, I don't know what I'm doing. Because I don't actually know what like type skin I have, because I have like dry patches and then normal and then slightly oily sections. So my face is just a combination of everything. So I just grabbed things that said for all skin types to save myself the hassle of worrying about it. I did get like a charcoal one because I have like really noticeable pores and I don't know, you know stuff. But yeah, and then I just got some like little ones because these were on sale. But I don't know, I'll probably try this, like do these tonight because I haven't been sleeping, so but I don't know, I wanted to try some stuff because I haven't before and I feel like it. And then now with all the space that I have on my bookshelves, I'm going to organise them, but I want to eat lunch first because I didn't actually buy any food while I was out because I need to save money. So, you know, I'm going to eat and watch some stuff and then probably read some more Iron Widow, which I can technically give an update on. I think I got to chapter 3 or 4. I didn't reach my page goal because it's very intense right off the bat, I have to say that. Like, they give you a lot of information immediately in like the prologue and everything. And I literally, the post-it note that you saw me put in is literally just me trying to catalogue the information that I was given in the first 3 pages. So, you know, if you want a lot of information very quickly, this is the book for you. But also right off the bat, obviously there's a warning in this about like violence and torture and stuff, and that is kind of very apparent very, very quickly. I'm like no stranger to kind of violence and stuff, but you know, it's nice to be prepared. But I am the type that, like, you know, when injuries are described, I like feel it. So, you know, yeah, I do like our main character though. I'm using she, her pronouns for the main character. I know Jiran, is that how you pronounce their name? Uses they, them, but if I slip up, please forgive me. Yeah, so I'm gonna screw up pronouncing all of the names because they're like Chinese and I've only just gotten good at decently pronouncing Korean names, so like that's a whole different ballpark. But Zeshian, I believe her name is our main character, and she's pretty funky. I like kind of her perspective and her narrative voice kind of from the get-go. I've given her a yellow tab because, I don't know, she screams yellow at me. And then I kind of loosely picked my tabbing guide based on other things, but it's a pretty dark one with a lot of kind of reds and yellows and greys and things. But I'm only tracking 3 characters because I think they're going to be the most prominent. Otherwise, I will like switch up my little guide. But I've not started writing in it yet. I am mostly just doing post-its and then writing on my tabs because I'm not sure if I want to annotate it yet. But I'm waiting till I get to like at least my first like orange tab before I decide. And then I'll go back if I do decide that I want to annotate, and then annotate all the pages that I already read through. So that's my plan. So, you know, this is the scheme we've got going right now, and I imagine I'm going to use these post-its a lot because I feel like I'm going to have to keep track of a lot of information, and I'm going to have a lot of extended thoughts. Also, screw Zeshian's family, basically. They are not nice. I mean, I get that it's like complicated and stuff, but just and then misogyny basically is everything that is causing problems in this book. Are we surprised? No. I'll see you in a bit when I'm gonna mess with my bookshelves. Hello, we're in my little corner of my room. I stayed in the living room longer than I had planned, but I ate dinner. It's like 6 p.m. now. I had an early dinner because I hadn't eaten much today. But now it's time to sort my bookshelves. My phone is leaning up against one at the moment. But basically, I'm pretty sure my manga shelf is going to stay the same just because I don't really have anywhere else who put them, and like this is my main shelf, so I want the things that I really like to be on this one. So up here it's like favorite books and authors, and I'm probably gonna kind of move this cluster of stuff that you can't see, like this cluster of stuff someplace else if I can, just to kind of make more room on the off chance I rate any more books highly this year. And then this book I want to shuffle around, this shelf I want to shuffle around to just kind of be my fantasy, potentially just my hardbacks, and a few like paperbacks that I really like, because the others are going to move over here on this shelf, because my classics shelf I'm not touching, and then kind of my literary fiction and my romance are going to move down to the bottom shelf where loads of space is now cleared. So that's the plan, and this will probably take me forever, so I'm gonna watch some videos and probably watch some Marvel movies, or start Jujutsu Kaisen, or start that later, just because my sister really wants me to watch it, my little sister really wants me to watch it, and I saw a cool edit of the opening to Sua's solo, No Dot, from this album, which is, I think, like my favourite song on this album after Locked Inside a Door and Gahyun's solo Playground. I really love all three of those songs. I think they're my favourite. But Winter has a special place in my heart. Anyway, enough about my favourite K-pop band. I'm gonna start sort of taking books off and shuffling everything around. So let's see how I do this. I finished shuffling everything around. Not everything moved, because it just didn't seem to fit, and like some things I moved and then put back where they started, and you know, everything is kind of shuffled in a way where I could get it in a place where I kind of liked it. Definitely is going to end up being more shuffling in the next like year, because I'm still in this flat for a year. Hopefully when I move out of here I'll have kind of a bigger space to get some bigger bookshelves, and then I won't have to worry about kind of overstacking things. Thankfully nothing is kind of on top of stacks right now, which is good, but to be fair, I will do that if I have to, because I will run out of room very quickly. I just put the trinkets that were on this top shelf over here, and behind my Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea, which I put on display because I love it, are my journals. So they're hidden back there. So they're out of the way and they're not taking up too much room, basically. Yeah, I'm gonna finish my movie because I started Captain America, the first one, because I'm going through in chronological order for the MCU because I've not watched any of the TV shows. But yeah, I'm gonna finish my film and read some Iron Widow, I think. I also posted on Instagram because we hit 100 followers on there, which is really cool. Follow me if you haven't. So yeah, I'll talk to you possibly tomorrow, because I'm planning on going to my university library to do some essay stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Is a really noticeable spot. Anyway, hi. I haven't filmed in like a week. I can't remember when I did my Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea journal spread, but that's the last like set of clips that I did. And I wanted to kind of talk because this vlog is kind of going on longer than, in terms of like time frame of filming, it's gonna go until like mid-May. And then I'm gonna upload it, which means that like I'm gonna be kind of quiet on the channel for a little bit, primarily just because I have assignments and I'm not doing a whole lot aside from those. I just got one of my essays in today, due to some health stuff. It was a day late, but I managed to get it in, so that's fine. And then on next Monday I have another assignment due, and then the Monday after that I have another assignment due, and then I am done for the summer and I will have finished my second year. This is inevitably kind of gonna chronicle that because that's kind of all I'm doing. I'm taking today as a break, and possibly tomorrow, and then I'm gonna be going to the library for about 4 days straight to get my next essay done. My family is coming down on the 5th to visit. I'm helping my sister with some coursework stuff, so that'll be funky. But reading updates wise, I'm still only on chapter 4 of Iron Widow. I haven't really picked it up because of doing assignments and everything. I haven't really felt like reading something that kind of heavy when half of what I want to do is just kind of sleep. But I have started what is basically my yearly reread of The Hobbit, except this time I'm annotating. So when I was younger and at home, I read from my dad's copy of The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings, which were like hardbacks with like Bible kind of paper. And then when I moved to university last year, I bought paperbacks of my own so that I could own them. And you know, I want to be like, people have collections for their favorite books. I just want a Tolkien collection of like as many editions as I can get my hands on, to be honest, of The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, all of them. I do have another edition of The Hobbit, which is what I read last year, around my birthday. It's like a hardback kind of velvety, not quite velvet, but like cloth bound sort of like cover that's really nice. And yeah, so currently I'm still only on chapter 1 because it's a long chapter and there's a lot, and I've already like tabbed a bunch. I did annotate like the preface and stuff as well, but you know, this is basically my comfort read, because like I don't really have to commit to the whole series, even though I am probably gonna read like the Lord of the Rings and stuff after I finish this.
but during times of stress, this is my go-to book because it's not too long and it's just comfort vibes, you know? My childhood, basically. And I've also been rewatching the movies just because I will say that, like, Unexpected, favourite for the vibes alone. The energy of that movie is great. Desolation is funky character-wise. I love it. And then my least favourite is Battle of the Five Armies, not just because my favourite characters die, and while it does have some of my favourite, like, Bilbo and Thorin moments, the structure is insane. It's kind of all over the place and it's really difficult to follow sometimes, but, like, yeah. The Peter Jackson movies for The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, they're also comfort movies, so I like to watch those. And assignments is always a stressful period of time. If we can't tell by this, my May fairy loot box came in. The book was The Stardust Thief, and it's really, really pretty. I'd show you, but it's on my shelf and I don't want to get up. But it's like purple. I might show you later, especially if I start reading it, I don't know. But it's purple, it's really, really pretty. And I'm quite interested to read it. I haven't read Blood Scion yet. I didn't participate in the readathon for that one just because I didn't have the time. So, you know, I've got the tabs in for, like, the reading parameters, so I might just do, like, my own, like, reading of that whenever I feel like getting around to it. But yeah, basically the next 2 weeks I'm gonna be in the library a lot and doing assignments because my next 2 essays are 4,000 words. Those are my reading updates. Literally, aside from essays and rereading The Hobbit, I've literally only been writing my own works. Like, I write fan fiction. I'm pretty open about that. I'm not really embarrassed by it because I use AO3 and that's the superior fanfiction website. But yeah, I was in a writing slump for about a year and I'm kind of now sort of getting back out of it. And I'm having fun with it. I'm trying to really kind of finish a bunch of the projects that I started and, you know, clean up my work in progress folder. So yeah, I'm doing that amidst my essay writing, and that is likely what I'll be doing for today and tomorrow, just to kind of have a bit of a breather from academic writing. And then yeah, if I film in the library, I film in the library. Otherwise, I will probably talk to you again in like 2 weeks when I feel like it, or if I have some reading updates. But other than that, I just wanted to speak to you because I hadn't in a while. And yeah.
In London this weekend, got General Chris Geek in the middle there, who's just saluting, and he's
Hello, it's me again. I mean, who else would it be? It's Monday, yeah. As we saw, I had to pull an all-nighter to do my assignment that was due this morning. Got it in, thank God. I completely blame the Jubilee because my library was closed at the time that I would normally go to it, so had no motivation for a while. And then my family visited yesterday, which was really nice. My sister needed my help doing coursework, so I had to basically like model for her in a park in the rain, so that we could get that done for her. And yeah, it was just nice seeing my family because I don't get to very often. The last time I saw them was March for my birthday / Mother's Day, so it's been a little while. And then I'm planning to visit in the summer and everything, which will be really, really nice. So yeah,
did some pictures with my sister. I'm gonna harass her until she sends me some good ones that she's not using for her coursework. And yeah, went into town, bought some books, because why not? Well, I bought books, I bought snacks to get me through my assignments, and skincare. I also bought that, but I bought that on Saturday because I had to go to the bank, and the bank is closed on Sunday. So yeah, I have one more assignment due, and then I'm free, and then I can read all I want without worrying about losing time. So I'm taking today off, tomorrow half a day off because I have to go shopping for flat food, and then Wednesday I'll get back in the library to start my last assignment so that I can hopefully get that done and chill, basically. But I did buy books, so I wanted to give you a mini book haul because I bought 2 books, and you're all gonna think I'm mental, basically. So first one, I got The Fall of Gondolin in paperback, and it's got illustrations in it, which is really cool. Look at that. There were 3 of these paperbacks I don't own at Waterstones, but I didn't want to like spend over budget, so I asked my sister to pick which one I should get, and she picked this one because it looked cool. But I know that they're there, so I can pick those up as well, because I like having paperbacks to write in, and then when I eventually have the space to expand my Tolkien collection, I can get the hardback illustrated editions and like gift editions and stuff, and then I can just keep those nice, and then have these with all of my scribbles in. So yes, it also feels really good. It's a nice texture, and while I'm kind of sad that they haven't made any of like these in the black editions, like my Hobbit, which is over there, it's still cool because the logo up there kind of connects everything together, so I can transition from the black into the colourful, and when I eventually have more space I could do a bit more shuffling with everything else. So yeah, the other book I bought was Atlas Shrugged, which is this big. So this book is a behemoth, and it's like 1,168 pages, I think, yes. And the font is this big. At least it's kind of a floppy spine though, because otherwise I would actually kind of lose it. But I don't have any plans to read War and Peace anytime soon, so I was like, well, if I'm not going to read War and Peace, I might as well read the big modern classic. So here we are. I don't know when I'm going to start this, but I know that it's quite possibly going to take me a month to read if I set daily page goals, and I will vlog it because, for the love of God, I am not reading this for nothing. I mean, I'm not reading it for nothing anyway, but goddamn, I might as well get some content out of it. But yeah, this is it's interesting in a way. It inspired BioShock, which is a game that, while I haven't played myself, has been very impactful on me as a person, because my dad would play it a lot when I was a kid, and my insomnia was really bad as a kid. It's really bad now as well, but when I was younger, I would like go downstairs at like 4 a.m. and see my dad playing BioShock, and I'd sit and I'd watch him until he had to go to work. And yeah, so yeah, I'm mostly reading this for like annotation purposes, because I'm just really curious to like read it and kind of see the themes and the philosophy behind it and everything. But yeah, it's a meaty one, and I can't believe I'm doing this to myself at some point, and probably some point soon, so I can get it out of the way and say I read it. But you know,
if no one else is gonna read it, I might as well. And then if I vibe with Ayn Rand's handwriting, what? If I vibe with Ayn Rand's writing, I might read Fountainhead, and We the Living, potentially. But it really depends, because if Girly can go off like this, who knows what she has to say, so we'll find out. But then also in terms of other modern classics that I might eventually end up reading, I've taken a module on next year, should it go ahead anyway, where I'm gonna have to read Lolita, which is kind of interesting because I've wanted to read that from a curiosity standpoint. So, you know, lots of interesting discussions, and as soon as I finish this, I'm never going to shut up about having read it. So this is, Atlas Shrugged is going to be, for me, what War and Peace is to Throne of Pages, basically. That was my book haul. I don't know when I'm next going to talk to you, because I doubt I'm going to get too much reading done between now and starting my essay, so I'll probably talk to you again when I have either submitted my essay or I'm like doing it, so we'll figure that out. Hello, I'm planning on making this my last talking clip of this vlog, because I'm just going to sort of close out, and this ended up being less of a reading vlog and more of a finish my year with me vlog, which is fine, I'm sure. It was a few hours ago, I submitted my last assignment for the year. So I am free, I am done for the year. The only thing I have to worry about is a potential retake because of some stuff that happened at the start of the year. And I will worry about that when I get to it. So I am free to do whatever the hell I want now. And aside from doing some work experience stuff, I can read, which is great, because aside from like The Hobbit, which I am still like not even on like the second chapter of, I haven't read anything. Like obviously at the start of this vlog I started Iron Widow. I've barely read any more of that. I'm still on chapter 4, and yeah, I haven't done a lot of reading, but I entirely blame my assignments for that one, because I literally didn't have the brain to focus on anything. In terms of The Hobbit though, I have been doing some more annotations and such, so I'm planning to try and finish this and read the rest of my Tolkien books. As you saw before, I went on a weekend trip. I went to Leicester to visit a friend, and bought some books on my way out. I bought another edition of The Hobbit because I'm a maniac and I'm collecting those, and I bought some Taylor Jenkins Reid books because my friend Iris on Instagram really likes her books and I've never read them before, but she recommended them to me, so I picked up The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and Daisy Jones and the Six, which is on my shelf. I'm planning to read this one first because because Iris told me the order that's like recommended to read them in, so I have pulled this off of my shelf to maybe start at some point, especially for something that's not fantasy, like not explicitly fantasy, so I can maybe like pull away from that a little bit. So pretty much for the summer I'm planning to read a lot more. I want to film more videos obviously, and yeah, I want to write some more. I have a bunch of fics that I want to finish to try and, like, you know, manage my time with that. And then year 3 starts in September, so that's that. You probably won't actually see any more. I think I'm just gonna like throw this together and then schedule it to go up tomorrow. But either way, I kind of hope you've enjoyed this sort of messy month-long vlog, because yeah, I didn't intend for it to be that way. It just kind of ended up that way. As usual, recommend what kind of content you want to see. If you want me to do like a specific separate like vlog for like Taylor Jenkins read books, maybe I read Evelyn and Daisy in one vlog together specifically. Otherwise, I have a couple of plans for the rest of the month, and then I'm kind of winging it for the rest of the summer, but it will likely mostly be reading vlogs, and if I have any specific reviews I want to do, I'll do those too. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. If you did, put a sun in the comments, put a little sun emoji in the comments. Also, follow me on Instagram. I've learned how to do the picture-in-picture thing now, so you can follow me. We're just over 160 followers, which is really exciting. Yeah, leave a like, subscribe if you want to hang out and watch me read more or watch my life fall apart. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Don't know when that'll be. I might try and get something up for next week, but we'll find out. Either way, have a nice day, have a nice week. I hope your summer is good or is going good, and I hope you feel good about yourself. Bye.